So I've been to the Karura forest before, but I've only been there via the Limuru Road and the Kiambu Road entrances. And then on my way to Westlands one day, I was using the Sigiria Ridge Road and I noticed this entrance. Now, I've never been to this side of the Karura forest, and today, since it's a slow day, we decided to come, me and my friend, we decided to come and explore this side of the Karura forest so that maybe we can give a different view of the Karura forest, because I believe most of us know the Limuru Road and the Kiambu Road entrance, but here is a new entrance. It's called the Sigiria block, and this is the entrance gate F. I believe there's another gate on the Limuru Road, but I believe that is the gate E, and this is gate F. And if possible, we're going to enter via gate F, and then maybe if you have time, we can exit on the gate E side. So stay with us, and yeah, let's see how this goes. So now we're already inside the Karura forest. You can see, you can hear it's quiet. Basically, it looks just like the other side of the forest, just on this other side. You can see, those are the trees. And I've taken off my mask because I want to enjoy the fresh air fully. Don't worry, I'm not putting anybody in danger. We are just the two of us. We've kept our distance. You see, that's where my friend is. That is more than whatever meters you're supposed to keep apart. I think 1.5 to 2 meters. So yeah, after you spend your days in the house for so long, well, what better way to spend your day on a Sunday like this? Beautiful Sunday. You know, go to the forest for a walk. I'm in boots. This is not walking footwear and jeans, but I'm in boots most of my days, so I'm already used to them. Yeah, I don't feel the need for different attire for different activities unless I'm jogging. If I was here jogging, I would be in sports shoes. Yeah, there are the normal markers. All I want to see is the waterfall that is on the signboard. I don't know how long it is from here, how far away it is. We are the boda experience. You know, when you hear the word road trip, what comes to your mind is a vehicle or a heavy duty motorcycle. So we want to change that, because the boda is quite common in Kenya, but we mainly use it for short distances. When you want to get to work quick and there's traffic, and you want to beat the traffic, so you take a boda, gets you there quick. But what you want to do is travel all around the country on a boda and show that it's possible. You don't need a car, you don't need a heavy duty motorcycle, just a 125cc motorcycle is good enough, and you're going to be able to explore the country and possibly the continent of Africa. Yeah, that's the main goal. That's the long-term goal. The short-term goal is we're going to do Nairobi during the lockdown period. So we've started with Karura Forest, Sigiria block. Then probably we're going to do the other block, I don't know what they call it. And maybe we're going to go to Ololua. Basically, we're going to show places that you can explore in the country. So we've been walking for some few minutes. We've not seen anything that is not trees and a path. You can bike if you want to bike. We've met several bikers, and you can walk if you want to walk. Yeah, we are approaching a bench. Maybe if you want to rest, if you want to do some reading away from the noise. Oh, the benches are fenced off. Okay, not fenced. There's a line. They are crossed. You can't sit on the benches. I don't know. Huh? I think it's because of the virus. So I think you cannot sit on the benches. They've been cross-lined. That's what you call them.
The one that goes wah, like that.
Let me see. Oh, so yeah, there's the bench. So there's the bench. You can't sit, but on normal days when things get back to normal, I think you can sit and do your reading. Maybe you want to do some writing away from the noise. You cannot swim here, man. This looks like a swamp. I don't know if this is a swamp or a lake. It doesn't look like a lake. I think it's you can call it you guys do your research and then you can report back to me. Yeah, but I don't know how deep it is, but it looks swampy. I don't know if it's like this all through the season or yeah. How deep is it? So yep. So now we've broken from the main path. Now we are on what looks like a footpath, but I think you can bike along this path. It's right next to the pond, swamp, or lake, or whatever it is. It's definitely not a dam, but it's one of those I've listed up above or back. Yeah. It's good to explore nature every once in a while, you know. We've built up these brick cities and all these vehicles exhausting fumes into the environment. So whenever you can, get away from the city. And if you're lucky enough to be near a forest or just somewhere where nature exists in its natural state, go enjoy it every once in a while. That's what we're doing here. Yep. Thank you, Wangari Maathai. You know, that woman, God rest her soul in peace. She did a lot for the environment, and that's why people like us can be able to enjoy walks in nature like we are right now. Also, thank you to the Friends of Karura Forest for maintaining the forest and ensuring the safety of the visitors. Because some time back, you could not walk in the Karura Forest. It wasn't so safe. But now, I feel quite secure. Yeah. Here's another marker. Where's the marker? There's the marker. back there is the main path, but we want to explore deeper. So that is the pond, lake or swamp. It couldn't be very deep because there are trees growing in it, but I don't want to fall in. Just want to observe from a safe distance. Yeah, there it is. I think we've seen it all now. So you could be watching this video and thinking you're gonna bring your horse to Karura forest. Now, if you bring your horse, you cannot bring your horse on this track. So I don't know whether this means that you can bring your horse on the other tracks, but for you people with horses out there, I'm gonna ask when we are leaving. I'm gonna ask for just for you. Now, I'm not an expert on bird watching, but walking down this path, I can hear some bird noises. So I would like to think that this would also be a nice place for bird watching. I don't know. Maybe still is another sign. So we are on a different track than we were before, and still you cannot bring your horse on this track. Hey, there's another path here, and I think we should go down this path if you are going to find our waterfall. I don't know, but let's see. So if you're walking in the forest and you need some help, these are the Karura phone numbers. You can call these numbers and you can receive the help that you need. So here are the instructions. Make a note of these numbers, carry a phone with you, and keep to the marked trails and exercise caution, particularly when they are wet and slippery. So, yep, that's it. So now there's another lake or swamp, and here it is. One difference I've noticed between this Sigiria block and the main block is the lack of signage, because on the other side of the Karura forest there are markings showing, for example, where there's the Lily Lake, there's a sign that shows you this is Lily Lake, and there are directions on how to get to the waterfall, to the caves. So far I've not seen any signage. There's also a bench right over there which is also closed off. So yeah, if they could improve on the signages, because now I would know what landmark this is. I would know if it has a name, if it's a lake, if it's a swamp. I would know. Yeah. So we've come across this paw prints. Now we are having an argument on what kind of an animal this is. I say these are dog prints, but I'm no expert on animals. If there's an expert on animals watching this video, maybe you can tell us. Oh, and there's a tiny frog. Look right there. There's a tiny frog right there. Oops, jumped. There it is again. I don't know what I'm shooting. Yeah, I think it's there. Let me focus. There is the frog. Very tiny little frog in its natural habitat. So we've come to another pond. It's a tiny one this time. So this is a certified wetland. This looks to be temporary. Only happens when it rains. This one is much smaller than the others. Yeah, so since it rained recently, I think that's why there's water here. But I've never been here during the dry season, so maybe we'll have to come back and verify our assumptions. So we've come to a crossroad. There is this path on the left, and there's this path on the right. Now we're going to do this like grown-ups. So naturally, we're going to flip a coin to decide which path we take. So Hudson, do me the honors. And the coin, oh, it's a coin. It's come up tails. So we're going to go left. So after we flipped the coin and took the left path, it has led us back to the main track. And since we came from that direction, we're gonna go down. And hopefully we're gonna find the waterfall we are looking for, because we can hear cars on the other side. So I'm guessing to my left is Limuru Road. Forgive my sense of direction if I'm wrong, but I'm hoping I'm not, because we came here for the waterfalls. So yeah, and I think on this main track, I'm guessing you can bring your horse here on this track, because I've not seen any warnings saying that you cannot, but don't bring them before I confirm that. Yeah, so you can take your horse to the Old Town Road, but you cannot bring it on the paths of Karura Forest, Sigiria block. Yes. So it looks like my suspicions that you can bring your horse on this track are correct. I think this is a horseshoe. I'm no expert on horses, but I think these are horseshoe prints. So I guess on this track, horses are allowed, I guess. So we've made our way across the Sigiria block until we've come to we entered at gate E on the Giri Ridge, and now we are on gate E on Limuru Road. We've walked across, I think, 10 kilometers or so, and now there's a map. There's a fire warning which says today is a good day. There's a low risk of fire today. So now we go back to gate F, because that is where we left our mode of transport, our boda boda, and there's a sign: you cannot smoke in the forest. Yes, you can smoke. Yeah, cannot smoke in the forest. So now we start our walk back to gate F. Now we are not going to go back the same way we came in. We're going to take another path. So unfortunately, the waterfall is not in this block. Seems like the waterfall that is on the sign outside the gate F is the same waterfall that we are used to, which is on the other block. Yes, the Gigiri block. I'll call it the Gigiri block. I don't know if that's how they call it, but I'll call it the Gigiri block. If you want to use the restroom while you're here, there's the restroom back there. You can see it. This is the restroom. I think I can walk quickly to the restroom. I hope there's nobody there who's going to think I'm there to spy on them. I hope there's nobody here. So it's open. So That's where you wash your hands. And here is the restroom. It's quite clean. It's a pit latrine. It's clean, it's well maintained. So if you have a pressing call, that's where you take care of business. But bring your own toilet paper. I didn't see any inside there. Yep, let's start the journey back. So this is not the waterfall we were looking for, but it's a river. This is Karura River, as you can see. And yeah, so it may not be a waterfall, but at least we have a water body with flowing water. We've only been seeing ponds, but now we have flowing water. Yes. So yeah, let's continue with the walk back. So we found a beacon right at the edge of the river. I don't know what it marks, but there it is. And it's right next to the river. I don't know if it marks the edge of the forest or what it does, but it's there.